Hello and welcome to this Valheim video. I am Joe. Catch me on Twitch at LuckFno2. And in this video, I just wanted to start a new Vanilla plus and additional stuff modded Valheim world. I call this one Modworld 2 with over 50 mods. We got new points of interest, AAA crafting. We've got armory, warfare, and monstrum, and some additional stuff as well. I started a new character, call it Shallan, after a character in the Way of Kings books. I'm a big fantasy book reader. I kind of just read books in general. But Brandon Sanderson has a really good series of books. I did some book reviews. You can check those out at my website, joesnotesblog.com. But yeah, in this one I just started a new world. I call it Modworld 2. And I have the first-person mod, which is really cool. It allows you to do some run around in first person. I think that's really useful. I don't know why they don't have that in the regular game. But I just started off. I renovated a house near the spawn point just to get started, to have somewhere to sleep. Pretty weak at the very beginning here, running around, just doing the normal stuff. Haven't run into too much in the way of new animals, but there's some new points of interest which are interesting. There's a bunch of different packs that you can get to add really cool points of interest that seem to get even more complex as you get through the different biomes. I've already played, at the time of this recording, I've played through a bit of this game. I just forgot to do any talking during this video, so I had to do this voiceover, or else you would just be listening to the game, and people just don't find that particularly interesting. So one of my first crude bow shots there from a distance. The crude bow is not the worst thing in the world. Everyone kind of hates it because it's annoying, but once you figure out the drop, it's not too bad. It's very, very useful to getting those first early deer hides and boar and all that stuff. But yeah, I have the seasonality mod. I have clay building parts, clay building materials, which is really cool. I think it's a great addition. Allows you some early game additional building materials. I also have core wood building materials. I found this church which had a bunch of skeletons in it. It kind of spawns one of the... It seems to spawn one of the poison skeletons almost every time. It doesn't here, but I'm real weak, so I just decide to go take out some more deer. Just some early game stuff, nothing too crazy. In this particular playthrough, my plan is to take each biome very slowly and create trophy rooms for each of the biomes to kind of celebrate each biome and all the items that you get for each biome, including all the new modded weapons and armor for each biome and trophies that are associated with each biome. So I am going to create a trophy house for the meadows and then a trophy house for the Black Forest and so on and so forth. And each of those trophy areas will be kind of a different build. It gives me a chance to build. Building is definitely my favorite thing about Valheim. It is a really fun aspect, and doing it in this more slow and methodical way is a good way to extend the gameplay and make it more deliberate and have my own goals going on. But yeah, I have the AAA crafting, which is really nice. It's a mod that allows you to do some additional things with crafting and kind of organizes things and allows you to use filters and search for things. It's a little tough because the UI is a little bit small, but whatever, that doesn't matter too much. I am playing it on a television, which is 4K, and I'm playing the game in 2K. I had to make some adjustments to the settings to make sure that things ran as smoothly as possible, but I tend to stay in the 60 frames per second, which is good enough for me. One of the mods that I have allows you to instantly tame creatures and bad guys, and since the bears and foxes are available to tame in the normal way by feeding them and just sitting around, but that process just takes too long, and I don't want to try to figure out how to get that mead to make that faster, so I just tame them immediately with the hoe and then recruit them and use them to run around with, and then they can kill things for me, and when they die, I use their materials to make some new foods. I have the cooking mod, I think it's called Cooking Editions. I have the Boat Editions mod, but you'll get to see a lot more of the modded content that I'm using here in the subsequent videos. This is just the first kind of, few hours of gameplay where I am just kind of discovering new points of interest, trying not to die, and getting all the early game stuff going on with the early armor, early weapons. This is the first troll that I was able to take out. I wasn't going to mess with him, but then I decided, you know what, I'm just going to kill him slowly. He definitely would take me out pretty easily if I didn't know the tricks to taking him out, like where you crouch and then roll every time he tries to hit. That works really well. If you didn't know that, do that. Got to set up some bees, and in this game with the mod, the bears that I have will eat the honey, and then they will make other bears. They will procreate, and so yeah, I just ran around, just explored the area. I spent a ton of time exploring in this particular playthrough, and of course I got to make some screenshots so I can post those so that almost nobody will see them, but I enjoy taking pictures and kind of chronicling the adventure. I like to do photography in real life, so I like to do it in Valheim. But yeah, thanks for watching, and make sure to check out the videos that are coming, and have a good one. Thank you.